let's see what St. Mary's offense can do. Definitely.
Yeah, and we'll see how they could really just get the passing game going here. I don't know what their plans are for Jimmy Hill this year, but Pampa will get a lot of action this year. This next drive, if they can get the line blocking better on this drive, he can get an outside run, inside run, hit a hole, and take it long.
Yeah, exactly. And Josiah Atkinson had the biggest run of the day for St. Mary's. So do you think that St. Mary's goes to him more often?
I think that they'll try and stick with Pampa more and maybe a few draw plays with Jimmy Hill, but I think that Pampa will get the majority of the balls, of the carries here.
Yeah, exactly. And, the line for St. Mary's has been a little bit struggling, but, on those bigger gains, they've been more physical up front. And, with linemen, there is holding calls, but, you can tug on the jersey a little more. So I think that's what St. Mary's needs to do.
Yeah, I mean, and every play there's going to be a tiny bit of a holding. Maybe not flag-worthy, but every play there will be a little bit of a holding. So if the Knights can get away with a little bit of that, then they can maybe get some explosive runs down the middle or outside.
Yeah, Garrick Hall is ready to kick off for Arcadia with 7:40 to go, 13-0 in the second quarter. Man, this game so far has been flying very fast.
Yeah, and with a lot of running plays, the clock will be running a lot. But
yeah,
like you said, here's Garrick Hale with the kick, and we'll see if the Knights can get anything going on this drive.
Yeah, and the St. Mary's returners are at the 7-yard line to suppose, not in the end zone, so they might be expecting to return. But let's see if Garrick Hall can get it for kick it for a touchback. And it is a little high, and just lands about the 6 as the kick returner is breaking away as Josiah Atkinson is dropped past the 25.
Yeah, and that was a great run there by Atkinson out to just around the 30-yard line, but great return there to get the ball going on a pretty good return there on the 30.
Yeah, very good so far, and maybe this momentum for St. Mary's can kind of contribute to the offense and maybe lead to a touchdown or field goal. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, and that last drive, I mean, they were driving pretty well before that fumble, so if they can get that kind of momentum back again, that could be huge for them.
Yeah, and Paulo Gonzalez is lining up as a tight end, still in the same formation as before, so it possibly might be a handoff to Angel Olvera, who is seeing his first carry tonight, as it is a handoff to Olvera as he has dropped down for almost no gain.
And just the outside run there, if they can get the tackle going on the blocks on the outside there with De La Rosa and Blosky on the O-line, that will be big because that will be a huge part for their run game there.
Yeah, and Angel Olvera seems like a more huskier, more built running back, more like prime Zeke. So maybe thinking of running up the middle would actually be a better strategy. But let's see what they do here with Angel Olvera still in the backfield, as it is actually an option play to Jimmy Hill as he is stopped by the Arcadia defense, but gains very minimal yards, maybe 2 or 3. Now it is third down with 6:45 to go.
And honestly, I did like that play call a little bit. They're not going to pass the ball that much this game with how they run their offense, but I did like the option there with the option for Jimmy Hill to take that ball by himself.
Yeah, and do you think they're going to get any of the tight ends involved? They're lining up every single play.
We'll see if Jimmy Hill drops back. I don't know how much he'll do that this game, but if they could get a big play, that could be huge catch the defense off guard.
Yeah, and it seems to be a timeout on the field by St. Mary's. What do you think they're going to discuss here?
3rd and 7. I think that they're going to try play-action play, maybe hit one of their tight ends. Like you said, they've been lined up every play, Joey Harrison and Paulo Gonzalez. But if they can maybe get a play-action boot to the right or just roll out somehow and hit one of those guys, catch the defense off guard, because they really have been running this ball all game. But 3rd and 7, I think they're going to have to try and get a pass here.
Actually, it is not a 3rd and 7. It was actually a penalty against Arcadia, and now they are at a 3rd and 2. So probably running is most likely the get
fumble.
And it is a fumble, a mishandle from Jimmy Hill to Josiah Atkinson.
And thank you for the correction there. I did miss that flag. But, yes, it does look like the Knights will pick that ball back up and might be short of the first down. Can't see from up here right now.
But, yeah, it looks like a little short. And we were actually both confused that there was that it was a penalty, not a timeout.
And there will be some games this year where the mics will be reffed up. Doesn't look like where the refs will be mic'd up. I'm not sure if they will be tonight. It doesn't seem like.
Yeah, and the punt team is out for St. Mary's. A third straight, like, not a turnover on downs, but necessarily giving the ball back to Arcadia. First possession was a punt. Second possession was a fumble, and now another punt. As it just lands and it keeps on rolling, at the 24-yard line as St. Mary's picks up the ball, and it's going to be down at the 24 with 5 minutes and 11 seconds to go with Arcadia's offense. Let's see if they can get something rolling again.
Yeah, and I love watching this Arcadia offense with Rooney, Forrest, Alba at receiver. This is just a fun offense so far, but Forrest and Rooney really are electric back there, so I'm excited to see what they do on this drive and maybe extend the lead to 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and we haven't seen much from the other receivers like Nick Gettner, Carter Pruitt, Drew Smith, and Ian Slater, so maybe with the lead of 13, maybe they can kind of get the offense more rolling and kind of spread the ball around more, because like you said, we're mostly seeing Brady Forrest, Braylon Rooney, and Jeremy Smith.
And sorry for the Alex Alba comment there. I'm not sure if he is on the team right now. I did not see, the rosters were very mix-upable, so
yeah, exactly.
Do not mind that comment. My apologies.
Yeah, and Braylon Rooney in the gun as he overthrows Jeremy Smith, and a second down on the 30-yard line.
And a solid pass play looking at right there. I was expecting them to try and hit Forrest there just to get some rush yards to start off this drive. But 2nd and 10, they're probably going to look to pass again, and maybe they can try play action with Forrest or just give Forrest the ball and maybe get a 3rd and short.
Yeah, that is a very safe option, but, they've been kind of mixing it up with the pass and run, so we could possibly see a play action pass or maybe a RPO with Brady Forrest running the ball. This offense is very, very unpredictable, as they say, as it is a play action, and Braylon Rooney hits Jeremy Smith as he fights for a couple yards, and it seems to be that it is going to be a 3rd down and 5 with 4:58 to go.
And I like that medium pass play there. They could look to try that again with Jeremy Smith again, just on the outside pass, but maybe an inside slant. But they have been looking on those outside passes a lot, either the one just going straight out, tiny little corner route, or just a curl on the outside.
And it seems to be that Arcadia's best friend so far in terms of play calling has been in the shotgun formation and kind of the play action pass, because Brady Forrest and Jeremy Smith and this whole offense is very dangerous. As in the gun, Braylon Rooney finds a receiver, and it is just dropped by Nick Gettner. Or is that Ian Slater or Nick Gettner? Their numbers are very close. It was actually Ian Slater, their tight end, as their 4th possession is going to be a punt.
And I did like that curl route there. Rooney does love those curl outs, and he could definitely make those throws. But I don't know if that throw is a little short or if low pass ball. I couldn't really tell. But Rooney does love that pass, and he can definitely get that pass to throw.
Yeah, and Garrick Heil is set to punt for his 2nd time tonight to Diego Mejia Sanchez for St. Mary's, as the punt is away, and it's high, landing at the 20-yard line as he mishandles the football, as there is a flag thrown right away as he touches the ball.
And it looks like his knee might have gone down right away, but as he was backpedaling to that ball, it looked like it's going to go down south. It wasn't as bad as it possibly could have been if he had just dropped that ball going backwards, but did look like he was going to be a little bit short on that punt.
Yeah, but it could have been trouble for St. Mary's, because that ball could have kept on rolling. It did come out of his leg pretty fast, and it could have landed at the 10, maybe 5-yard line.
And this will be a huge drive there for St. Mary's. Last year their offense was solid. Of course, with David Galindo, he was pretty much their entire offense with just pretty much the entire season, 900 rushing yards for the quarterback last year, but 23 points per game, solid offense with Galindo as their leader. But, of course, with him gone and Jimmy Hill under center, let's see if they can get the passing game going here maybe a little bit before. Yeah,
and it was a flag on St. Mary's as they are on the 7-yard line. So it is trouble for St. Mary's, as it seems to be Angel Olvera Julian Pompa, the running back. And it is a handoff to Julian Pompa as he is brought down for a loss by Arcadia.
And that was a great play there. Can't see it from up here who that was, but a great loss of yards there. And they're going to really back them up by their own goal line.
Yeah, and it seems that Carter Pruitt was the one to take him down. The strong safety that was kind of playing like a sub linebacker kind of position. But, this St. Mary's offense so far without any, primary receivers is starting to kind of look like trouble. And another thing to point out is they're running a very old style of football.
And second 16 with just 4 minutes left in the half. Here's the snap, and it's going to be another short run stuff, possibly a loss of yards there. But, yeah, just under 4 minutes here in the first half.
Yeah, another run by Julian Pompa, their number one running back, actually, for St. Mary's. But, yeah, it seems like that they are on their 5-yard line with 3:49 to go as St. Mary's calls a timeout. As we will be right back.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hello, Arizona sports fans. I'm Lofton Lechner, and I couldn't be happier to be joining the varsity sports team as a technical director for fall 2023. Follow me on Twitter at Lofton Lechner to stay locked in for the season.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
Yeah, and we are back with the Varsity Sports Show and NFHS Network. I'm Kenji Ito alongside my color commentator, Bobby Murphy, as St. Mary's is stuck in their own end zone, and it looks like a pass so far. First pass from Jimmy Hill, but he is brought down by Arcadia's defense. And
yeah, that looks like that should have been safety right there. A lot of the Arcadia defense is saying that should have been a safety. Couldn't really tell where it got taken down. It was really close to the end zone. But, yeah, one of the only plays where they try and drop back with Jimmy Hill taken down for a very near safety. Now it's going to be 4th and 15. And the game I called last week, it was 2 block punts return for a touchdown in the first quarter.
Really?
And the way this Arcadia D-line has been looking tonight, it's very possible right now.
Yeah, that is very crazy as St. Mary's punter is up to punt. Bobby Lewis is up to punt, and his punt is away and almost blocked as it starts at the 44, and it keeps on rolling, and it stops at the 41 on Arcadia's side.
And it doesn't look like Arcadia had anyone back there. They're really going all out for the block right there. But 2:48 before the half, 1st and 10, of course, for the Titans around the 40-yard line. What do you want to see from the Titans on this drive to extend that lead after they came out of that last drive scoreless?
Well, here's the thing is that they need to run a hurry-up offense. That's the first thing. And they need to start getting more comfortable in the pass game because Arcadia's pass game so far has been like kind of dink and dunk throws. It's kind of been curl routes and like kind of out routes for like to stop the clock. But, I think a more good offense to run in this scenario is a hurry-up offense with all the receivers kind of running deep. And when it gets to those third and long, third and short situations, you can hand it off to Brady Forrest.
Yeah, and Rooney has been looking pretty comfortable in the pocket. If it's collapsing, he's been running, but he has been hitting his receivers pretty quick on about those 5 to 10-yard routes. But he has had time when he needs to make those throws. I would like to see a deep shot from him down the field, but they're really in no rush, of course, because their middle passing has been looking pretty good in the middle of the field and outside from about 5 to 10, 15 yards.
Yeah, we have seen one deep pass to Jeremy Smith, but let's see what we have here. Braylon Rooney back in the gun with Brady Forrest on his left. Strong side, 3 receivers as he escapes the pressure and is almost brought down, and St. Mary's can't bring him down as he runs and scrambles for 5 yards. Braylon Rooney kind of looked like Lamar Jackson right there.
Oh, wow, and that was a really exciting play. Turned to a possible, not huge loss, but about a 5-yard loss into around a 5-yard gain, and Rooney just does really improvise on those plays, and he can get out of a lot of those, those big, turning big sacks into big plays, or even just, yeah, like you said, a 5-yard rush. But that was a spectacular play there by Rooney as he was able to escape a sack.
Yeah, 2nd and 5 with 2:34 to go. And, you know, St. Mary's is kind of like St. Mary's fans, I should say, are thinking it's like, when are we going to get Braylon Rooney down? But 2nd and 5 in the gun once again as he hits Carter Pruitt, and he fights for a first down and gets it. And a little like bubble screen for Braylon Rooney to Carter Pruitt.
Yeah.
Their kind of 3rd receiver on this offense.
Sorry for the cutoff there, but yeah, Rooney does love those bubble screens there, and with a pretty reliable receiver core right there with Smith, Gettner, and Pruitt. Pruitt, who hasn't seen as much action as Smith this game, but Pruitt does love those little small passes because he can turn those into big gains.
Yeah, and no huddle for this play right now with 3 receivers on the strong side, on the left side, and it is a pass to Carter Pruitt once again. He is kind of the safety target, it seems like, so far for Braylon Rooney.
And just under 2 minutes and a half, just about to hit the 1:45 mark. Clock is running and a first down, but that was a great pass there by Rooney to hit Pruitt on the floor pretty much. Put that in the perfect spot.
Yeah. And how many times have we seen Arcadia in the gun offense as he throws a deep shot, and it is closest to Diego Mejia Sanchez, but it is incomplete for 3rd down and 2.
And I really wasn't sure if that was a miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver there, or if he was just throwing that ball away, but there was no receiver close by over there, but could have been a miscommunication or just to get rid of the ball there kind of play. But if so, then great IQ by Rooney.
Yeah, and so far the St. Mary's front 7 has looked pretty good so far. So maybe this Braylon Rooney needed to get the ball away.
Yeah, and their defense has really been getting to Rooney pretty well.
Yeah, as Rooney throws another pass to Nick Gettner and picks up a first down, as there is no time for huddling. It is a hurry-up offense with 1:24 to go in the 2nd quarter.
And that was a great hit there by Atkinson, the running back, who also does play the safety for the Knights. But great hit there to stop him right at the catch.
Yeah, Braylon Rooney in the gun with 3 receivers to his left, Brady Forrest to his right, and he throws and he hits Carter Pruitt once again, his safety target. It seems like now that Carter Pruitt is his favorite receiver so far.
Yeah, that was an incomplete pass, though, but it did look like a very good pass. Must have just been dropped there by Pruitt. But, again, just a great zip by Rooney on that ball.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, there are plenty of quarterbacks in the state that are very competitive. So maybe Braylon Rooney is thinking right now that it's like, man, I need to keep up with these better quarterbacks in the maybe 5A, 6A, or open division.
And it's going to be a timeout here by, looks like it's going to be from St. Mary's with 1:01 left in the first half.
Yeah, as we will be right back after this short break.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey listeners, it's Vince from the Varsity Sports Show. Tune in this Saturday morning from 8 to 10. Austin Happola will be sitting in the big chair for me in studio this week while I report from the Hawaiian island of Kauai, where I'm broadcasting Buckeye High's season opener. A full slate of content. Game 1.
And we are back. Second quarter with 1 minute and 1 second to go. Almost a minute, but 2nd and 10 for Arcadia. Arcadia's offense has been really running the show with Rooney. And Rooney finds one of his favorite targets, Brady Forrest, as he gets dropped down. And it's only a very minimal gain, maybe 3 to 5 yards.
And the clock stops, so looks like that will be a timeout, very likely by Arcadia there. But yeah, I'm glad to see Forrest get the ball. It's really just been Rooney passing the ball to everyone else this drive. But Forrest getting the ball, like I said, he's a great dual threat guy, and he's not getting a lot of rushes on this drive, but good to see him get the ball because he can really do a lot with that.
Yeah, and Rooney is getting more comfortable throwing the ball because we saw a lot of Brady Forrest on the possessions that they actually scored because it was Forrest who scored twice.
It's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Titans with 49 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, and Rooney snaps the ball and finds a target. And Drew Smith is the target, getting his first reception of the night as he does not gain a first down. So it is 4th and 3.
And it looks like it's going to be another timeout by Arcadia there to stop the clock and decide if they're going to go for it or kick it here.
Yeah, and I think it would be the smart move for Garrick Heil to kick it, actually, because other than that one blocked field goal or point after touchdown by St. Mary, he's looked pretty accurate so far.
Yeah, and I mean, calling that timeout there, stopping the clock, that makes me think that Arcadia might want to go for it on this play. Not sure, but if they wanted to kick it, they could have just let the clock roll down and then call a timeout. So we'll see what Ray Brown and the Titans offense is up to here.
Yeah, it is 4th and 2 on the 21-yard line and 37 seconds to go. So why, like, it doesn't matter if they do go for it or settle for a field goal.
And I do think that the Titans will go for it right here, but let's see what the offense does here on 4th and 2. Let's see if they bring out the kicking team, and it looks like they will.
Yeah, actually, Braylon Rooney
like
is out there, so it is possibly a run play. And for the first time, Arcadia is in the I-form formation with a fullback and a running back. So it will most likely go to Brady Forrest, but let's see. And it's a play-action pass as he's looking for an open target and spins around the defender, trying to extend the play. Does he get a first down? And yes, he does, out of bounds. What an amazing play by Braylon Rooney.
And wow, what a play by Rooney. Like we said, his mobility in the pocket and just able to escape those big plays is crazy. But
yeah,
it looks like he did get the first down there.
Yeah, and a good tackle by St. Mary's, Emerick Karakis. A good tackle to stop Rooney, because who knows if he would have got a touchdown.
Yeah, and Rooney's just just legs in the backfield can make up for so many plays, and that could have been a huge sack there to pretty much almost send it to half.
Yeah, and 25 seconds to go. Braylon Rooney is looking for his receiver, Jeremy Smith, and he grabs it. His first touchdown of the season for Jeremy Smith.
And what a beautiful pass there by Rooney. Fade to the back of the end zone in the perfect spot, dropping it in a bucket there for Jeremy Smith. And just what a great touchdown pass by Rooney, and a great play call by Ray Brown in the offense.
Yeah, it was a kind of a go route or 7 route for all the football fanatics out there. But it was like Bobby said, it was a perfect throw from Braylon Rooney to Jeremy Smith, as Garrick Heil is now up to kick the point after touchdown.
And it looks like could that be a delay of game? Not sure what is going on down there.
Yeah, and it looks like there's a little bit of confusion on both sides of the ball for Arcadia and St. Mary's. So, and maybe the offense is still going to be out there, but Braylon Rooney is currently talking to his head coach right now. And it seems to be that the offense is going to still be out there.
And it looks like they might want to just make this a 21-0 game and just get that extra cushion after missing the extra point.
Yeah, exactly. Like, going for 2 is the smart decision to making a 3-possession game rather than just – or I don't think it actually makes a difference.
I mean, what is happening here? It does look like they will go for 2.
Yeah.
And I mean, if Rooney can get an out route here, maybe a play action roll out to the right and drop it to either Smith or maybe one of the tight ends. But looks like that they're going to go for 2 and pass it out to the right and back of the end zone, and it is caught
by Carter
for a college catch or an NFL catch.
Yeah, and it is a receiving touchdown by Carter Pruitt. So they do go for 2 after the delay of game penalty. And they were set up in a goal line formation, but they decided to throw the ball because St. Mary's defense probably thought it's like, Brady Forrest and Jeremy Smith has been the 2 main guys. And they were thinking it's like, why not send an all-out blitz to really get to Braylon Rooney, who has been on fire tonight.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, last year Rooney's completion percentage was around 50%. Not exactly sure what it's at tonight, but he has been making a lot of throws. Maybe there's been a drop or 2, but he has been looking really good with these throws. And not really a huge deep shot, but, I mean, on that touchdown, even just that short pass right there, did look like he just has great accuracy in this game today.
Yeah, and with 19 seconds to go, 21-0 for Arcadia is leading in the second quarter. Do you think St. Mary's just kneels the ball, or do you think they just get do a couple of plays and then kneel the ball?
I mean, with the way that it's been going so far, I think that they'll just kneel the ball. They're going to try and get a good run back here, see if they can get, I mean, who knows, maybe out to the 40, and I really don't know what if they're going to just try and run the ball all the way, because I do want to see them pass the ball a little bit more with Jimmy Hill, but we'll see what the offense can do as the kickoff team is coming out.
Yeah, and Garrick Heil is the kicker as he's talking to his special teams about what he plans to go for, but the delay of game actually cost the special teams, since the special teams is going to kick from the 25, not 35.
And that's going to be big for with still only 19 seconds left, but for the St. Mary's Knights, if they can get a good return here, it looks like they could maybe just hook up a Hail Mary if they can get a good return if the clock's running down.
Yeah, and it's a squib kick from Garrick Heil as the St. Mary's returner, as he's trying to avoid the Arcadia defense, but there were 3 defenders that took him down.
Yeah, the Titans defense just swarmed him on that. With that squib kick, I thought maybe he was going to take it out the middle, try to take it outside, but looks like he didn't have the speed for that. So now I too expect the Knights to just kneel the ball till halftime, but just great special teams tackling there by swarming the returner.
Yeah, and 11 seconds to go. We would kind of think that St. Mary's doesn't want to risk anything, so I think that necessarily kneeling the ball would be a very possible option.
And as the offense comes out, looks like
they will not actually, as Jimmy Hill is in the shotgun formation with Julian Pompa, as he hands off to Josiah Atkinson.
And he does get a solid amount of yards there. The clock will...
Yeah.
Scoreboard's going down. Was there time out? Nope, and it's going to be halftime.
Yeah, exactly. And, we've obviously been talking about a lot of Arcadia because they've been very dominant. But what does St. Mary's need to do to really stay alive in this game?
Their D-line is doing fine. I mean, they're rushing pretty well on Rooney, getting to him. He's just making some insane plays to keep the play alive. But their secondary linebackers, the linebackers in coverage need to do a lot better job, but the cornerbacks especially as well, because Rooney has been able to hit those 10 to 15-yard throws a lot this game.
Yeah, exactly. And I think St. Mary's offense needs to use Josiah Atkinson a little more than Julian Pompa and Angel Olvera because, Josiah Atkinson has looked like the best running back so far.
Yeah, I mean Atkinson and Pompa. Pompa is a pretty heavy guy for his pretty big guy for his size, should I say. But at 5'7", 155, but Atkinson 5'7", 145, pretty much about the same kind of runner. But I do want to see their running game pick it up a little bit more in the second half.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm excited for the second half. You're probably excited for the second half, as we will be right back. Enjoy your halftime, folks.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the varsity. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the varsity sport. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester, I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester, I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the varsity sports. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry, it's a little late.
And welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. Sorry for the voice crack, everyone, and NFHS Network. I'm Kenji Ito, your play-by-play announcer, alongside my co-host, Bobby Murphy.
Kenji, it's great to be back here for the second half. Beautiful night out here in Phoenix, Arizona. And like you said, Arcadia, Titans versus the St. Mary Knights. Arcadia's offense has looked great. Defense has looked great. 21-0 as we're approaching the second half, about a minute and a half away. But the offense for the Titans in the first half, Braylon Rooney, Brady Forrest, Jeremy Smith have all looked amazing. Forrest with the first half touchdown, with the first touchdown of the game, about a 2-yard rush touchdown, and then a Rooney rush touchdown from about 2 to 3 yards distance, and then that touchdown pass by Rooney to Jeremy Smith in the corner of the end zone, and then they went for 2 to make it 21-0. That was one of my favorite passes of the game by Rooney, and that was just beautiful. What'd you think of that first half?
Yeah, like you said, you just took the words out of my mouth. It was a beautiful pass, and, kind of a sneaky receiver that kind of showed up at the end of the first half was Carter Pruitt. But kind of let's talk about St. Mary's. What do you think Jose Lucero, the St. Mary's head coach, what do you think he kind of said to his guys in the locker room to kind of motivate, just maybe to get some points on the board?
Yeah, I mean, I think he just wants to get the run game going a little bit more. The offensive line hasn't looked that great so far, especially runs up the middle, runs on the outside. They're pretty much all getting stuffed by that Titans defense. Their front seven has looked really good, especially the D-line. But I do think that Lucero will want to get that offensive line pushing a little more downfield just to get the run game going more.
Yeah, exactly. And you took out the words out of my mouth again, but like you said, Arcadia's defense, front seven, and sneakily, the safeties as well. Carter Pruitt, who's also plays the strong safety position, he's been laying the boomstick for Arcadia.
Oh yeah, and he had a great hit earlier in the game. But yeah, their defenses look great. Pretty much every single phase, the secondary, the linebackers, and the D-line. The D-line has looked great, stopping the run as well as getting to Jimmy Hill. But yeah, the linebackers have been making tackles, haven't been missing a lot, and the safeties, although has not been a huge passing game from Jimmy Hill in the Knights offense. The safeties have been crashing, as well as the entire defense. They're all just crashing on these tackles.
Yeah, and I think one part we kind of forgot before Arcadia kicks off, Garrick Heil is going to kick off to St. Mary's, but it's the fumbling problem. They've been losing the ball like crazy, and I think that's what Lucero did talk to his guys about, is let's just obviously hold the ball with two hands, and when we're out in the open field, change it to one hand and break away. That's what all the good running backs, college, high school, football, not football, obviously this is football, but the NFL. That's what we're all taught, even flag football. I'm kind of repeating myself, but any type of football, that's what you're taught as St. Mary's special teams is coming out to the field. And it seems to be that Julian Pompa and Josiah Atkinson are the two returners for St. Mary's.
And I know that Lucero will want to get Pompa as well as Atkinson the ball on this drive a lot. Just really pushing the run more. Jimmy Hill, maybe they can get some RPOs with him if they're going to pass the ball a little bit. But even just an RPO, even a small pass, just to keep the offense, or just to keep the Arcadia defense guessing. As here's the kick, and wow, it's an onside kick. And it looks like, did the Titans recover that? Because it did look like the Knights guy did touch it first. But what a call by Arcadia right there.
Yeah, and what a surprising call too. We definitely weren't expecting an onside kick from Garrick Heil as St. Mary's was lined up as a normal kickoff formation.
Yeah, and it looked like the guy in the front for the Knights couldn't see who it was, but just bounced right off of him. I didn't think he expected it either at all, but I don't think anyone did here except for the play call. And I don't know if that was coach or Kyle or whoever really called that, but what a call just to start off the second half.
Yeah, and Arcadia is at the 43-yard line as Braylon Rooney is in the pistol formation with Brady Forrest right behind him as he is going to play action as he's looking for an open receiver, throws deep, and just overthrows his receiver, Nick Getner.
And that was definitely an overthrow by a lot of yards right there, pretty much right off. From our angle, we could see it very well. Right off of the hand, it looked like that was going to be way overthrown. But I do love the play call, just setting the tone for the second half, the onside kick, and then a deep shot to try and just first play extend that lead to 28. But I love that call, love the onside kick call, and they're just really playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Yeah, and it was the few overthrows by Braylon Rooney, so he's probably thinking down on himself, but, they are up 21-0 with 11:52 to go. So still at the 43-yard line, 2nd and 10 in the pistol formation, the same formation with Ian Slater as the tight end, as it is a toss to Brady Forrest as he cuts inside and fights a little bit, but the St. Mary's defensive line kind of pushes him back, and very minimal gain by Brady Forrest, one of the few for tonight.
Yeah, and for Forrest, that's hard just to get anywhere going on there with just the defense coming right through. But going back to that play before really quick, the blocking of the offensive line by the Titans right there just gave Rooney so much time just to let the ball loose. And if they can get that same blocking on the running game, that will get Forrest going.
Yeah, and it looks like they are actually moving the chains. I don't know if there was a penalty or not, but Arcadia is now at the 28-yard line. So for some reason, they just moved up.
Yeah, I did miss that flag call. We can't really hear the refs or sometimes see what the call is, but there was obviously something there that gave them a 1st and 10, and will be on the 20-yard line with 11:30 left.
Yeah, and let's see if they pass or run the ball because, everything has been working for them as Arcadia is in the I-form formation with 2 receivers on the right, Brady Forrest and a fullback behind him as Brady Forrest gets the handoff on a counter, and he's running and stumbling, and he picks up a 1st down with ease.
Yeah, and that was just a great speed boost right there. Couldn't tell up here from who that was, but that was just a great speed run, and he just really turned on the Jets there to get a huge gain.
Yeah, exactly. As, very hot start for Arcadia so far. Definitely different from the first half.
Yeah, but I do love the play calls. Their offensive calling has just been really hard to guess for this night's defense, and just run, pass. A lot of good passes, and their run game has definitely been turning up a little bit.
Yeah, and I think what's tricking up the St. Mary's defense is the amount of play action they have been running, because you never know when Arcadia is going to hand it off to Brady Forrest or Braylon Rooney is just going to air it out. As they are in the I-form once again with 2 receivers on the left this time, as Brady Forrest gets the handoff once again, give it to the hot hand, as they say, for a gain of about 4 yards.
Yeah, and they've really just been these last 2 plays get into Forrest, and he's been turning on the Jets, especially on that last one, just a big speed burst up the middle. And he definitely had the blocking on that too. But the O-line has been looking a lot better on this drive. I know in the first half, Rooney was kind of scrambling around a little bit, just trying to pray for some help with his legs. But the O-line has been looking really good since that 1 loss of yards a few plays ago.
And Arcadia on St. Mary's 9-yard line in the pistol formation with 2 receivers on the left. As play action could be possible, but it is another handoff to Brady Forrest.
And they've really just been feeding Forrest with these last few plays, and he's been getting a good chunk of yards on pretty much each of these plays, especially that big one to put them inside the 15, and then these last few. But it's going to be a 3rd and short, it looks like. And I'm expecting a pass play from Rooney. Play action, maybe just a boot to the right, and maybe just a little jump off to Forrest or back at the end zone, Smith.
Yeah, and we have seen Braylon Rooney scramble himself, so maybe possibly a read option if he is not under center, and yes, he is. 2 wide receivers out wide in the I formation as he's trying to sneak it in, as his fullback is trying to push him in, and the decision is still up for grabs.
Looks like he may be a little bit short, no call yet, but it looks like he's going to be just short of that end zone.
Yeah, and it looks to be 4th and inches.
And I think that it will be predictable, but I think they'll just try and run the same QB sneak there again.
Yeah, possibly. But, maybe Brady Forrest, maybe Joe Hoos, who they've used very minimally today, just maybe switch it up so the St. Mary's defense thinks it's not too predictable. Because like we said during halftime, the St. Mary's defense has been very strong as it is a run with their fullback, and it seems to be that he gained the 1st down as the refs wave it off.
And I couldn't really tell, but it looks like he did get it there. looked like he might have gotten stuffed at first, but obviously from the call, it looks like they are still going with a quick two substitutions coming in, maybe a third, but it is going to be first and goal from about the 3-yard line for the Titans as they look to extend the lead. Just hitting 8 minutes left in the third quarter, 21-0 right now.
Yeah, and I think we would love to see a Braylon Rooney walk-in touchdown, but they are in the I formation once again with one receiver out wide on the right, and it is a toss to Brady Forrest. And another touchdown for Brady Forrest, his second of the day.
Yeah, and Forrest has just looked really good so far, hammering him on that drive, really just getting his legs moving and pushing his thighs through for a lot of those short yardage plays right there.
Yeah, and it is now 27 to 0 with 7:40 to go in the third quarter, as it seems to be that the offense is still out there, but they are huddled up and actually the kicking team is out there with Garrick Heil kicking the point after touchdown. Let's see if St. Mary's defensive special teams can block the field goal. And the kick is up and away.
And it looks like he just missed it right. It is going to still be 27-0, but another great drive by the Arcadia offense.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. What my mistake there. But you think 2 yards would be so simple, but it's actually 12 yards because the end zone is 10 yards. So, but let's see what St. Mary's offense can do. I mean, it would be terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible, like Charles Barkley says, that to be shut out in week 1 of your 2023-24 football season with 7:40 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, and with the St. Mary's offense, I mean, if they've had a few drives where they have been getting it going a little bit. Like the run game has been looking good, it has been stopped by a fumble, but the one drive where they did lose that fumble earlier on, they were driving down. Those were about around the 35-yard line that they were driving to. So they did have a good drive there. If they can keep that going, maybe a little bit of RPOs with Jimmy Hill, Pampa, and maybe they can get Oliveira in there as well. But this offense really needs to get going.
Yeah, and you can't blame the sneaky onside kick, but Garrick Heil, he's talking to his special teams once again. So maybe an onside kick once again, but the St. Mary's special teams is kind of closer to the kicking team, so they're expecting all sorts of craziness.
Yeah, and that was still, I do love that call just to set the tone for the second half. But yeah, let's see what the kickoff will be here, and he'll just kick it down the field.
Yeah, and it seems to be that Julian Pampa will make it a touchback, not to return it, as the Arcadia defense was swarming in on him.
Yeah, and for Jose Lucero and the offense for the Knights, if they can just maybe get some passing game going. I know that hasn't been their forte this entire game, and especially with the whole new offense, after pretty much losing every single receiver from last year, top 4 of their top 5 rushers, they really have a big turnaround for this offense this year.
Yeah, and Bobby Lewis, the fullback, and Josiah Atkinson are the 2 men in the backfield, as it is a handoff to Bobby Lewis, his first carry tonight, and he gained a pretty good yardage on there. Maybe they might go to Bobby Lewis this possession, as he gained about 5, maybe 7 actually. He gained 7 yards, so 2nd and 3 with 7:20 to go.
And Bobby Lewis is a big guy at 6 foot, 195, linebacker, fullback, punter. He can really do it all, and he's a big guy in that backfield.
Yeah, and it is a read, or almost a read option, but Arcadia's defense just stuffs
And if you can,
St. Mary's.
If you're looking at this front 7 from just the pre-snap, they're all just always expecting to run, kind of just stacking the box. So it is going to be hard to get anything going for this offense, for Jimmy Hill and Pampa and the rest of the Knights. But
yeah,
this defense, still regardless, has been very good.
And it seems like someone is down for St. Mary's. It seems to be number 10, Paulo Gonzalez, the tight end. So we will be right back after this short break.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. I'm Ryan Sikora. I'm going to be one of the interns this fall at the Varsity Sports Show. So happy to be with you guys this year. I've loved sports for as long as I can remember, and I cannot wait to be with you guys on Thursday, Friday, and even some Saturdays all this year.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
As we are back, as it seems to be that Paulo Gonzalez got back up on his own 2 feet, which is good news for St. Mary's, but they lost their one of the 2 tight ends they have, as Jimmy Hill in the backfield with Julian Pompa.
And it's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Knights.
Yeah, and Julian Pompa gets the handoff, but gets stuffed by the Arcadia defense.
Wow, just what a great collapse or crash there by the Arcadia defensive line.
Yeah,
every single play, they're just smashing that run game.
Yeah, and it seems like Kari Beller made the tackle for loss, making it a 4th down. So, do you send out the punt team, or do you this go out for the offense with 6:10 to go?
With 6:10 to go in the 3rd quarter, I mean, on your own 25, I think you do have to send it out and just hope for a stop. I don't want to say pray for a stop, because we have seen this Knights defense get some stops this game, but I think you do have to send out the punt team. I know it's 27-0, just under 6 minutes, but here comes the punt, and he gets it up, and it's going to be a solid distance punt caught bounced around the 35-yard line, and it looks like that will be recovered by the Titans.
Yeah, and Arcadia, my bad, but Arcadia just muffed it, so I guess it was a good idea to punt it, but Arcadia jumped on it very quickly.
Yeah, and that would have been huge for the Knights, of course, if they had been able to pounce on that ball, but of course, as we said, Arcadia does get the ball back. And what do you think this rival will include for the Titans offense up 27-0?
Yeah, with 5:47 to go, I think they're just going to waste a little bit of clock here with Brady Forrest. Maybe throw in Joe Hoos in there, because you don't want Brady Forrest to get hurt week 1. That would be devastating news for Arcadia.
Yeah, and I'd love to see some more Joe Hoos carries, because he is a really solid back in that backfield.
Yeah, and we predicted right. Joe Hoos is in the backfield, but but Braylon Rooney does hand off to Brady Forrest, and it is a gain of 3, 2nd and 7 with 5:35 to go.
And that was a pretty big hit there. Forrest with a pretty good speed of burst again on the outside, but lowering his shoulder, and just not a huge collision, but a pretty noticeable hit right there by both sides.
Yeah, and it seems to be another injury on the field, maybe a cramp, but we will be right back after the commercial break.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster, and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester, I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey listeners, it's Vince from the Varsity Sports Show. Tune in this Saturday morning from 8 to 10. Austin Hapolo will be sitting in the big chair for me in studio this week while I report from the Hawaiian island of Kauai, where I'm broadcasting Buckeye High's season opener. A full slate of content, Game 1 post-game reports from your favorite coaches and our incredible team. Beachin' with Beal might even stop by to give me some surf tips. Start your weekend off with a smile with the Varsity Sports Show, Saturday morning from 8 to 10 on AM 1060 KDUS, Arizona.
Hello, Arizona sports fans. I'm Lofton Lechner, and I couldn't be happier to be joining the varsity sports team as a technical director for fall 2023. Follow me on Twitter at Lofton Lechner to stay locked in for the season.
Hey listeners, it's Vince from the Varsity Sports Show. Tune in this Saturday morning from 8 to 10. Austin Hopolo will be sitting in the big chair for me in studio this week while I report from the Hawaiian island of Kauai, where I'm broadcasting Buckeye High's season opener. A full slate of content, Game 1 post-game reports from your favorite coaches and our incredible team. Beachin' with Beal might even stop by to give me some surf tips. Start your weekend off with a smile with the Varsity Sports Show, Saturday morning from 8 to 10 on AM 1060 KDUS, Arizona. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road, just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
As bad news for Arcadia, and welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show and NFHS Network. I'm Kenji Ito alongside my co-host, Bobby Murphy. But it seems like that Brady Forrest, Arcadia star running back, is hurt. But another handoff from Braylon Rooney to Joe Hughes, who is number 15 on the field. But a good gain for Arcadia, but what a big loss, losing Brady Forrest.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's the third quarter. He's still going to be in the game, but at first we thought it was cramp. We honestly aren't sure, but hopefully that force gets better, and maybe he'll start out the rest of the game just to play it safe with just 5 minutes left and 3rd and 1 in the third quarter.
Yeah, and in the I-form formation with two receivers out wide, as it's another handoff to Joe Hughes. They're really using these running backs.
Yeah, and with Hughes, I mean, they're just going to try and feed him a lot this drive, and it looks like he got the first down there, but they're going to try and feed Hughes a lot here just to run the clock a little bit and burn the clock and just get down the field.
Yeah, and with 4:40 to go in the third quarter, 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line. The Arcadia offense has just been running this entire drive, but let's see if we can see a little bit of pass mix in there. But they might be running the ball just to waste some time. But Braylon Rooney in the gun with Joe Hughes on his left, as it's a pass to Jeremy Smith on a screen as he picks up a few yards, possibly for a 2nd and 6 with 4:11 to go.
Yeah, and we were expecting a pass at some point that drive after a lot of run plays, of course, to Forrest, and now who's probably in for the rest of this drive. But solid screen pass right there by Rooney just to the opposite side of the field from our side. But yeah, it's like you said, it's gonna be about 2nd and 6 with 2nd and 7. My apologies, with almost at 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, and Braylon Rooney with 4 receivers out wide, 2 on each side with Joe Hughes on his right side. Braylon Rooney, play action, and hits his target as it is a first down, and it's one of his favorite receivers, Carter Pruitt, once again.
Yeah, and Pruitt has looked really good. He did have one drop earlier, but overall he's been having a really solid game, just catching a lot of, like I've been saying in the first half, those 10 to 15-yard passes that Rooney's just feeding him perfectly.
Yeah, with 4:04 to go, on 1st and 10, and they are on the 39-yard line on St. Mary's side of the field. I think it seems to be that Arcadia is playing a little more conservative since they did lose Brady Forrest. We all hope that he does get better. As in the gun once again with 3 receivers out wide on the right, and it's a run with Joe Hughes, but St. Mary's just stuffs him and hits him hard.
And what a great stop there by the St. Mary's Knights. They did need a big stop after pretty much this drive has just been consistent yards every single play, about 4 to 5 yards per play, maybe a big one every once in a while. But that's a big stop there just on that 1st and 10, now 2nd and 8 for the Titans.
Yeah, and in the same formation once again, possibly we can see the same play, but football is a very complex sport, but it is also a very non-predictable sport, as they say.
Of course, and with Rooney in the shotgun, we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, and this has been their favorite formation. And there's a flag on the field, and it seems to be a false start with the spinning of the arms by one of the referees. I was about to call them umpires, but they're not umpires.
Of course, and with the false start there that the referee did call, that'll be 2nd and 13 for the Titans offense. And what do you expect to see from them for the rest of this drive? I don't know if they'll take a bunch of big shots down the field. Maybe they'll try one. If they do, I think it'll be around now or the next series of downs.
Yeah, with 2nd and 13, it is possible they might take a deep shot because they do want to get as close as possible for a 3rd down. And in the gun once again, and with all 4 receivers out wide, 2 on each side, looks for a receiver, and he hits number 19, Nick Gettner, as he is brought down by number 28, Bobby Lewis.
And with 4 receivers out and then that bubble screen, that is kind of hard to read as a defense, but that was a great overall, just all collapse by the Knights defense there.
Yeah, and Bobby Lewis and Paulo Gonzalez, the 2 linebackers for St. Mary's, has just been all over the place with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go on a 3rd and 14.
And with the 3rd and 14, I think now is going to be a time for them to take a deep shot. I know it's still the 3rd quarter, so there is still a lot of game left, but I think that they will just try and get this 1st down here, maybe with a deep shot down the field.
Yeah, and he's looking at the defense as Paulo Gonzalez tries to bring Braylon Rooney down, and he does for his 1st sack of the year. Congrats to Paulo Gonzalez on such a career accomplishment with 2:13 to go. Or 1st career sack of the season.
Yeah, and with that sack for Gonzalez, I mean, he's a 6', 185 big senior playing at the end there. And for this defense, for the Knights, they lost 8 of their top 10 tacklers from last season. They're keeping the top 2 in Bobby Lewis and Emerick Karakis, but overall they did lose a lot of that defense, and Gonzalez will be a big part on the D-line this year.
Yeah, and Garrick Heil is about to punt to Diego Mejia Sanchez, and he's tracking the ball and muffs it. And Arcadia's defense is just right there.
And it looked like the Knights were able to get on that ball, but that defense, that drive, I know is a pretty long drive, but for the Knights, that's a big stop for them.
Yeah, and Garrick Heil must be putting some sort of spin on that football for St. Mary to go, uh-oh, it's coming at me funny, and it seems like that there has been a muff every time St. Mary is returning a kick.
Yeah, like you said, he has been punting that ball really well, and it has been a hard ball to catch for the Knights special teams.
Yeah, and Jimmy Hill still as the quarterback in this shutout, as Jimmy Hill keeps the ball, and he's brought down for a very minimal gain with 1:30 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and this will be a big drive for the Knights. This game is still not out of reach. It is a big score difference, of course, but just for some confidence for this Knights offense, if they can get a long drive here, even if they don't score, just if they can get a long drive here, maybe just down to the red zone, that'll bring a lot of confidence, for Hill and the rest of the offense.
Yeah, and it seems to be that Julian Pompo is the main back with Bobby Lewis in the backfield as well. As it seems to be that they might be passing, and an interception by Arcadia.
And wow, one of the only pass attempts in the game for the St. Mary's Knights. Jimmy Hill does throw a pick. It looks like that would have been a slant pass there, or a slant route there, but it is picked off. Couldn't really tell from this angle if it was a bad throw or a bad route. With 51 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, it'll be 1st and 10, again, for the Titans offense with great field position.
Yeah, and like you said, Arcadia is in a great position to score a touchdown here.
Yeah, and can't see, but I'm guessing that Force is still out of this drive. Hopefully that he gets better soon, but I still expect Who's to get some rushes here, but I expect the play action to still be running up well, and I think the Titans, like they've been doing a little bit this game, they'll try and score first play on this drive.
Yeah, and on the 19-yard line with 51 seconds to go, and Braylon Rooney does hand the ball off to Joe Who's on the first play. But I was about to say that I wouldn't be surprised if the first play call of this drive would be a pass because that has been more the popular move by Arcadia.
Yeah, either with Rooney just dropping back in the pocket or a play-action kind of boot for him to get out of the pocket and just look downfield. He's been really good at that tonight, and he's been exceptional in hitting his receivers, who have been running really well tonight. I've been looking at Carter Pruitt, and he's been looking really well running his routes.
Yeah, and 2nd and 8 with 20 seconds to go, Arcadia in the I form. And it's it's actually a play action. Tricked me. But Bruni trying to find an open target and just misses. Trying to throw to Drew Smith, who is running kind of a corner route. As with 7 seconds to go, it is going to be still a 3rd and 8 on the 17-yard line.
And I could see the offense trying to maybe try the same play, like not the same exact play, but get Rooney to roll out and maybe play with his legs. If he can get an open field, just run down the field.
Yeah, and obviously scoring on this play would be very crucial. But as Braylon Rooney is talking to his head coach right now.
And that was a great defensive play for the Knights there. I couldn't see who it was who made that play on my roster, but that was a great play to bat that down. And for a second, I thought that could have been picked off.
Yeah, it did have the trajectory of being intercepted. But so far, Braylon Rooney has not been making many mistakes. With 7 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 13, as they are in a single back formations with 2 receivers out wide, 1 on each side. And Joe Hughes, it's a play action from Braylon Rooney, and it is a throw to Ian Slater, but it's just incomplete from a hard hit by St. Mary's, as that is the end of the 3rd quarter. What an amazing quarter, but we will be right back after this break.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the varsity. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as the social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is...
And welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. It's the 4th quarter with 3rd and 13 for Arcadia, as Rooney does drop back in the gun formation as he throws deep to one of his receivers, and it is incomplete. And the targeted receiver seems to be Nick Gettner, as it is in the far side of the end zone.
Yeah, and that was the farthest part of the field for us to see from there, and it didn't look like he had come down with that at first. I was going to say if he did, that would have been a spectacular catch and throw, but it will be 4th down. We'll see what they do if they do send out Heil for a long kick.
Yeah, and it actually was Carter Pruitt, not Nick Gettner. Carter Pruitt does wear number 24, as it does seem to be that Garrick Heil is up for the field goal.
Trying to say how long too.
And it seems to be a 32-yard field goal. 32-yard field goal for Heil for his first field goal of the year. And the kick is up. And it is missed. Missed, but there is a flag on the play. There is a flag on the play. Let's see if that is against Arcadia or St. Mary's.
And I couldn't get the best angle of that kick through this window on the other side, but I don't know if it looks like he had the accuracy. He might have been just short, but I couldn't get the best read.
Yeah, he was just a little short, as we don't know what the call is yet, but we will find out in just one moment.
And I do love them testing Hale's leg there, because with the long field goal and the score in the game, I like that call. I know it's 4th and long, of course, but I do like that kick.
Yeah, and it seems to be that the kicking unit is actually leaving the field right now, as